Hello, everybody. This is Mike Gardner, the Chief Operating Officer from the Bridgewater Club. I'm here with Tim Liddy, our golf course architect, and we are on hole number 16. And I would say that, our opinion at this point, 16 probably has experienced the greatest enhancement. And one of the reasons why is because we first of all had the widest fairway out here. I think it was upwards of, actually it was the width of basically 2 fairways, which I know is hard to think because I've missed this fairway a bunch of times. I'm sure you all have missed the fairway a bunch of times. But we took it and cut it in 2. So tell me what's going on here and what this bunker was intended to do.
Sure, and I've told this story in the past, and I probably should tell it again. 20 years ago, when we laid out the golf course and I laid out the fairways, I was probably an 8 or 9 handicap, but I couldn't hit a fairway with a driver. I was really struggling, and I knew that a club membership, wide fairways, everyone loves. I mean, you never did shrink them over 20 years, so we know that everyone loved them. But this hole got a bit boring just because it was so wide and flat. You can land a 747 on it, right? If they need to do. So we wanted to add some more fun, some more strategy, and at the 300-yard mark, we added this center bunker, which still leaves plenty of room for both the right and the left side. We talked when we laid this out that the average PGA Tour fairway is about 95 feet wide, and then the average club membership fairway is 120 feet wide. So you have the 120 on the right side of the bunker, and you have the PGA Tour width on the left side, 95 feet.
Which is really great. So those who are trying to get home in 2, that have the ability to get home in 2, can challenge that left side.
Correct.
But then you bring the water in play, and you bring this bunker in play.
Correct.
For the rest of us, we are now making it a more true 3-shot hole but still having a lot of room out here to the right. And we've extended that fairway a little bit up to the right, up the hill a little bit.
A couple of architectural points that I think are worth noting is that, one, it's hard for a player when the target is there to aim this way. And so a lot of times they will yank it this way no matter what because they're going to hit it towards the target.
Okay.
So that's number one. That will make it more fun, and they'll have to learn that. They'll have to block that out and aim to the right. Which good players do. They just block it out. And then the second point architecturally is that we designed the bunker so that it's elevated. So you can't really roll it into the bunker for the average guy. You got to fly it into the bunker. And so the average weaker golfer is not going to roll into that bunker. It's going to hit that and spread one way or the other.
Which was really neat. And that goes back to all the other things that we've talked about, which is you're trying to find balance of challenging the low handicapper but not penalizing the high handicapper.
Right.
And this is a perfect example of that, both from the element of you've got a little rise here, we've got a little bit of rough that'll catch the ball before it gets in that bunker, and then that bunker is not a true pot bunker. It's a nice size bunker with a reasonable size face that you still can't hit maybe a 5-wood out of, but you can most likely hit a 7-iron out of that.
Correct.
Unless you're right up against it. But chances are, if you're right up against it, you've probably hit a really, really, really big drive.
So it's a half-stroke penalty. It's not like I just returned from Ireland. They're a full shot penalty. You know, I had to hit backwards out of several.
Yes.
So it's just a half shot. You can advance and still get your par.
Yep, exactly. So. And as you stand back on the tee, once it all comes together and all the sand is back in the bunkers, both updating the little bunker that's in front of the pond over here, both adding this, which breaks the fairway up, and the same design elements that you've done throughout the golf course. We have these eyebrows, and they're all pointed towards the green.
And we're getting all these angles. This hole's really improved a lot.
Yeah.
From being kind of a bowling alley to now there's a lot of movement.
Yeah, exactly. It always had all the building blocks between water, green fairways, backdrop of trees, a green that's a really unique green because it goes away from you. A lot of bunkers here, but yet they all kind of just got lost. And now with the raising the floors, moving the positions, the right-hand ones kind of tucking up into that hill for aiming reasons, taking the next one and pulling it back in a little bit, and then adding a little bit of movement on the ones that are crossing and also the ones that are greenside. Again, you stand back in that tee, we were here the other day, and it just really presents itself with a lot of interest now.
I agree.
Great job.
I agree.
Really great
Thank
job.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.